Jesus says that where two or three are gathered together, there I am in the midst of you. Let us just remember that Jesus is here with us as we make this interview. Okay? Amen. 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 So I got a letter from someone that there was a German woman who wanted to meet with me to talk to me about the founding of an organization. She came and we met. She began to tell her story and her dream of what she wanted to accomplish.
The goal was to bring people from the grassroots together to talk about issues that were very important to them. Our method, the way we did that, was through dialogue. People talking with one another, not by professors coming in and giving lectures.
We were learners together, and everything that we did, we tried to document it.
Oh, she's a striking individual. Strong, brilliant, convinced that I think that she is invincible. She could do anything. She was that kind of person. She was very interesting. She could be very charming.
She was thinking miles ahead of most of the rest of us.
She could also be very stern, kind of. I think that's part of being German.
I appreciated the Germans in particular for their analytical skills. It was really wonderful. I appreciated their minds. And then when I visited them in Germany, I heard their incredible hospitality.
CIL took me to Germany several times. One time was for an international meeting of CIL, which they did in the Alps, Austrian Alps, in a place called Kappel. It was exquisitely beautiful.
It was in a monastery in Bavaria. And I think we were still working on sustainability issues. There was a small village next to the monastery, and there was a cemetery where the townspeople buried their dead. And I was so struck by the care that the people took about the graves, just noticing people being remembered, what care was given to the graves. I mean, for some reason, touched me a lot.
There, I got to meet the other leaders of CIL, and we had just a wonderful, relaxing, and focused time.
Well, with CIL, I think it was the challenges that were offered through the group, and the friends. I developed a close relationship with Peggy when we went to Accra.
I think about it every single day. Definitely, the trip to Ghana, definitely did.
Oh, a chance to go to Africa. Fantastic. It was such an awakening. The people who had come from different areas, the Nicaraguans, the people from Africa, from Ghana, the Germans, Uta. We were going to go to villages to work.
The particular area I went to was a little farming village. And so things that I remember were going to the river for the water, carrying back the water in pails on our heads. They screamed with laughter when I tried to carry a pail on my head. It did not work. But every time I turn on my faucet and water just freely runs out for me, I remember carrying that water from the river.
I'll never forget going to one of the schools to visit from our village where I stayed. These children would come in and sit like little angels, and the teacher would just write on the blackboard, and they didn't have any papers or pencils or books or anything. And I said, oh my goodness, how do children grow up with that?
There was a need to learn to understand with the people and to hear from the people, especially the grassroots people who were struggling for change. You would have to learn a lot. So you would be meeting with people. You would be asking them questions.
In Colorado, we were meeting with a representative for the district that we were in. And in this public forum, the question was raised. this waste, nuclear waste, what can you do? What can we do to restore the environment that we're in? This representative says, well, we have plans to ship it out into the Pacific Ocean. One of the participants in our workshop was a bishop, a Filipino bishop. All right, now what's in the Pacific Ocean? The Philippines. Theoretically, I could say, oh, that's not a good idea. In this case, I was with someone who was deeply involved in the destination of this waste. So I think when you're personally in touch with issues, and that's a great value of the work that CIL did.
I think there were moments of frustration and of wanting to give up and feeling alone and feeling why continue this. I had said to Uta, and she was visiting, I said, well, I'm not going to be the coordinator for this. And she said to me, well, I'll just ask Ginny if she will do it. And I said, well, good luck.
I had a full-time job, so I really tried to stay away from it because I didn't want to get sucked in.
So she tells her, she says, Ginny, would you coordinate the program? And she told her all about it, and
Ginny says yes. Uta goes and talks to her one time.
I've been asking her for 5 years. That was transformational for me. That was such a gift for me.
I enjoyed all the relationships. In Accra, Uta was responsible for bringing us together initially to share what our life experiences had been, what our work experiences had been, what had brought us together.
The whole international outreach was very personal, and so you were making connections with people. I mean, Uta's connections with people all over the world have just gone on for years and years. It's international, but also quite personal. The connections that you make with people are, very deep and from the heart.
And it opened a whole new world for me. It really did. And established relationships that I am eternally grateful for.
It calls you to share on the personal things also, because those are the things that really connect us together. Family, relationships, struggles. It's been one great love affair with so many people and so many institutions.
I would like to be able to say thank you and to let you know how grateful I am for the opportunity to have spent time with you and learned with you and traveled with you and just generally enjoyed Germany and the people that I met there for their intelligence and warmth, hospitality, and caring.
I want to say hi, of course, to Uta and Monica, to Pia, Andreas, to all of the people who have worked so closely with CIL. And thank you for the years and years of involvement and service. I hope that you've grown as much as I have through this experience. And I wish you all the very, very best in the days to come. And the fruits of the work will be evident. So take good care of yourselves and have a very, very, very happy coming year. This is what I wish for you.
Farewell to Uta and all of her wonderful comrades in her organization there. Farewell. Have a wonderful future. You've made a tremendous contribution, and I hope that people will learn and grow from all that you've done and will continue to carry that, to take up the mantle and to continue. It's so important, the work that you've done and established and the connections that you've made. So I would say farewell. Have a wonderful life. You've earned all of it, and be safe, be well, be happy.
All right, Uta and Monica, I am glad you made this decision. And you will find so many times and so many ways to continue sharing your wisdom and us and all you've learned. And I want to say that I'm looking forward to having more time to be with you all and to live more life. And so I just say great and gratitude, and I love you.